Alright, bitches. If you're checking with me right now, it's been a while. And I know I said in my last video where I actually was doing a audio engineering tutorial that I was going to try to do a lot more of these. And like I said, that was a long time ago, and that's been my only video on my channel since then. But today, I'm bringing you my second one. Better late than never, but it's extremely late. And I know, like I said, I was going to get a lot more out, but I've just been busy with school and doing my own music and everything. But yeah, so anyways, today I'm going to be bringing you guys how to use Autotune on rap vocals. And this is how I personally use Autotune for myself. In my opinion, I think I use it very well in comparison to a lot of the other engineer videos out there that I see of people trying to explain how to use Autotune. And I get a lot of people that message me or DM me, ask me how I use it, and I usually go through the steps and explain to them how I use it. But I figured if I make this video where everybody can just go to my channel and see it from there, it'd be a lot easier. So how this video is going to play out right now, I'm going to show you guys 3 songs, for example, of where I used Autotune. These 3 songs are all on my SoundCloud, as you can see on the screen. The reason why I'm not showing them in my Pro Tools session is because a lot of my Pro Tools sessions ended up getting corrupted. Luckily, after I had released these songs, so I still had the MP3s and everything, but I don't have the sessions anymore. But I still want to show them, so these are going to be the 3 examples that are going to be on my SoundCloud, and then we're going to move on to the Pro Tools sessions, and there are going to be 3 Pro Tools session examples, and I'm going to actually show you how I use the Autotune in there. And the Autotune I use in the sessions that I'm going to show you were used the same exact way in this one. Different settings, but it's the same plugin, and I still applied it in its properties in the same way. So with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and show you the first song.
Calling me, why these bitches always out here steady calling me? Calling me, why these bitches always out here steady calling me? Watching me, why this hoe up on Twitter always stalking me? Ride for me, got a down-ass girl that'll ride for me. Calling me, why these bitches always out here steady calling me? Look, I had to go and get him, and you know that I had no. So, there was the first song. And if you guys want to, you can skip through these next 2 examples. They might be a little bit tedious, but here goes the second song. Shout out to my man Vaughn and Bishop North. We all collabed on this one. Oh, and my man KP, Kid Pariah. He produced the beat. He went crazy on it.
They can't step in my shoes.
Someday I'll call me a race. Someday I'll call me a Porsche. I just went and bought some 10s. I am not rocking with 4s. Nah. I just want all of the money. I built myself up from the floor. Whoa. I used to put trust in these bitches, but now I just want a divorce. I swear to God, y'all ain't on shit. They claim that they real, but I know that they bitch. They shooting their shots, but I swear that they miss. Block and hit them up, I smile like Grinch. I take all your money, I call it a pinch. You towing them tools, you can't whack with a wrench.
And on to the third example. Third and final example, also a song with my man Vaughn. I was featured on this one as well. Also produced by Kid Pariah. KP, shout out to them once again.
When I pull up, them niggas act like they know us.
When I pull up, she know what it is. Ain't tryna have kids. I know you did this. I only make hits. I got them all pissed. Just look at my wrist. You ain't having shit. I don't want the top, so you better stop. I ain't chasing no bitch. Ain't chasing no hoe. Ride out with my bros. Get money, then we count our dough. Then we spend some more. Ran through checks at the stove. Spent 5 or maybe it was 4. I don't even really know.
Alright, and now to move into the meat of the video, what you all are waiting to see. So, bring up the Pro Tools session here. This is my remix of Lil Uzi Vert's The Way Life Goes. Let me switch it over here to the other window. If you guys hear some people in the background, it's probably just my roommates in my brother's room right now. They're just in there messing around. But hopefully it's not too distracting. Anyways, so when you're going to use Autotune in a rap song or just any song in general, if you want to get that studio auto-tune sound, like the one where it's used in as professionally in studios everywhere, most of with not all the popular artists these days use this plugin, you're going to want to get On Terrace Autotune. Now, I have Autotune 8. There's different versions of On Terrace's Autotune out, though. I used to use Autotune Live on Ableton before I got a MacBook and switched to Pro Tools. And there's also, I think, like Autotune 7, Autotune Effects. Just there's different types of Autotune different types of On Terrace Autotune, but I use 8, which is the latest version right now. So before I explain all this to you guys right now, you're going to want to have one of these 3 programs before you even turn the Autotune on. And these 3 programs that I'm talking about are going to be 1, Virtual DJ 8, which this is a completely free program that you can get. Or you can minimize all this stuff out of the way. You can also use Key Finder. This is also free. Or you would use Mixed-In Key. To me personally, I like Mixed-In Key the best out of the other 2 that I just showed you. I recently switched to it, but it has been the most accurate. And you do have to pay for this one, but it is definitely worth it. Now, when these 3 programs, what you're probably wondering is what they're used for. Well, when you go to record and use Autotune, you want to know what key of the beat a song is in. So what you would do is you would take your beat and you would drag it into either Mixed-In Key, Key Finder, or Virtual DJ. I'll do it in a Virtual DJ real quick. And we'll just do this one. So you drag it up here. And then over here, it's going to tell you the BPM. And then right here, it will tell you the key. So before I open up the Autotune plugin here, there's one thing that I can't stress enough that you need to do if you're planning to make a song with Autotune on it. And that is, if you have the ability to record with the Autotune on, then do it. The reason why I say this is because you'll be able to manipulate the way it sounds while you record it to make sure you're getting that clean feeling and you're not recording basically some trash that you don't know how it's sounding. Now, I understand some people will record a song and then they'll send them off to a mixer and they don't have the ability to record Autotune or record with Autotune on in the first place, which is why they'd be sending it to a mixer. That's okay, but I'm just saying, if you have the chance to record with Autotune on while you're tracking your vocals, then definitely do it, because that's going to be how you're going to best be able to manipulate and get that sound that you want. So, opening it up, this is for The Way Life Goes remix, by the way. First thing, oops, sorry, hold on a second. It's the wrong Autotune. This one is one. This one's already set up because I already had the song recorded and mixed and everything. But first thing I always do when I use Autotune is I go over to the key and then I change the key to the key of the beat, which is what was told to me by either Virtual DJ Pro, Mixed-In Key, or what was that other one? The other key scale program I showed you guys. I don't use that one anymore at all, and I barely use Virtual DJ Pro now, so I don't even remember that one too good. But it told me when I put the beat in there that the key was F sharp major, so obviously I set it to F sharp major. From there, I went to the input type, and when you open up input type, you want to focus on soprano, alto, tenor, and low male. Don't worry about instrument or bass instrument if you're doing Autotune on vocals. What you're really going to be focused on is these 3 right here. Picking one is all going to be up to you and how it sounds to your ear. I feel like my voice with Autotune sounds the best on alto tenor, so I usually put it in that. I have used low male before, but usually I have it set to alto tenor. So after I have that selected, I go over here to the tracking knob. Right now, it's at 100, but usually when you open Autotune up, it'll be defaulted to 50. So basically, there's relaxed and choosy. When you turn it more towards choosy, that's going to take away some of the slide and relaxedness of the Autotune, and it's going to try to make it be as close as key as possible. So in this case, it would try to make it be in closest key to F sharp major as possible. Now, when you have it towards the relaxed side, it's going to give it that flexibility and a little bit of that slide, and that's what a lot of people today actually use when they do record with their Autotune. Some people still do a lot of the times use choosy. Choosy doesn't sound bad at all, but just out of a lot of people that I've recorded for and worked with, usually including myself, we all go more towards the relaxed side. And in this song, I think I had it turned all the way down to 100. So from there, I always go down the retune speed, and this is where the auto-tune comes into play. We have slow on the left side, fast on the right side. It usually is defaulted at 20, which is a little bit more than the halfway point of being... Actually, I think the halfway point of the auto-tune is like 200, to be honest. Because, what does this go to, 400? Yeah, but it's defaulted at 20. But usually I turn it up to about like 12 or 100. Or not, sorry, 12 or 0. In this case, I have it turned all the way up to 0 into fast. And usually people, when they're looking for that T-Pain auto-tune effect, they have it at 0. But to smooth that out and get rid of that robotic T-Pain auto-tune effect, not that it's bad, but just in case you don't want that, you would go to the humanize, which is right here. And this is defaulted at usually 0, which is pretty much off. The more you turn it up, the more it's going to get rid of that robotic sound, and that's how you're going to smooth out the vocal. And for this one, I had it turned all the way up because I was trying to eliminate the robotic sound of the T-Pain sound. Usually I would end the use of the plugin here, but with this song, I went over to the vibrato sign, and the only thing I messed with was the pitch amount. I said vibrato sign. The vibrato section. Usually I don't mess with any of this, but I turned the pitch amount all the way up just to get a little bit more of that auto-tune feel because it's an Uzi remix. And from there, I went up here, turned the formant on, and turned the throat length up literally just up to, which I usually never mess with this either, but for this song, I really liked the way it sounded. So I just kept it in there and stuck with it. And that's basically how you set up your auto-tune, from finding the key and then turning the retune speed on and humanize and whatnot. And I know how earlier I said that if you're recording with auto-tune, you need to record it on if you have the chance. If you're using Autotune 8 and you're tracking your vocals with Autotune on, you're going to want to make sure low latency is on right here. Basically, when that's on and you're recording, it's going to make sure your voice isn't delayed and it's as close to in your headphones as it's coming out of your mouth as possible. And that's with Autotune 8. The low latency button is only on Autotune 8. If you're using like Autotune Live or Autotune 7, I don't think they have a low latency button, if I don't remember, or if I do remember correctly, but it doesn't matter because with them it's kind of like built in already, but with this one they put the button there. But when you're done recording, especially with Autotune 8, your vocals, you would turn low latency off because then it's going to be able to work the best it can as a plugin. So after I had my Autotune set, I went and applied it to all my vocal channels. It's kind of a mess right now, but you guys get the point. So I got them spread all the way across, and literally all I did was just copy and paste them to each one. And I'm not going to get into like my mixing with the EQs and compressors or anything. It's strictly just an Autotune video, but I will play you guys a song with the Autotune on in my voice.
That's true, that's right. She said come on through because my voice it makes it wetter. Mic's on for my shoes, I ain't worried about your leather. Got a couple blues if you wanna dress a little better. Just talk to your homie, she said we should be together. Woke up every day and thank the Lord that I just had her. If she ever call my phone, you know I gotta dead her. But I love that girl too much, I wish I never met her.
So yeah, that's basically it. I'll open up my other two sessions of my other two Autotune songs real quick just to give you guys an example of that. So with this one, it's going to be the same deal. I'm going to open up the Autotune real quick. Obviously the settings are going to be a little bit different, especially the key and the scale of the song, because like I said, it's going to be a different beat. As you can see in this one, didn't mess with the vibrato this time, kept even the pitch amount to its default at 18. Did turn the formant and throat length on to 103. But besides that, I had the retune speed all the way up to 0 and had the humanize turned down to 37 instead of being at 100. Still alto tenor, still relaxed 100 for the tracking. And then I'll just play this for you guys too, this one.
So what's the move, baby? And she say she only like me for my shoes, baby. But she like the way I talk, the way I move, baby. Wanna rock with me, you gotta learn some rules, baby. She like them diamonds and she like to wear them jewels, baby. The way she tried to knock me back, I was like, ooh, baby. The way she tried to knock me back, I was like, ooh, baby. The way she tried to knock me back, I was like, ooh, baby. The way she tried to knock me back, I was like, ooh, baby. Ooh, baby, ooh, baby.
And then the third and final example coming at you right now. By the way, if that last song seemed louder than this one that I'm about to play, plus the Way Life Goes remix, it's because I had the mastered versions of those files in a different session instead of putting the master plugins in the same session as the mix one, which is some people do that. I used to do that, now I don't. But anyways, on to the third one. Check out the auto-tune settings on this one. Still alto tenor, still had it at 100. Didn't mess with the formant on this one or the throat length. Didn't mess with the vibrato at all. Only thing I messed with here was the retune speed, and I had it at 19, and then the humanized to 67. Key of song was D flat minor. And yeah, super simple for this one, and I'll play this one for you guys just so you can check it out.
Look, I'm not trying to get you back by make the song. I'm just doing what I got to get along. But lately I ain't feeling very strong. I wish your name would pop up on my phone. Of my feelings, yeah, I feel like I've been robbed. I can focus up at school or at my job. My mama sat up on my bed and watched me sob. Wish I could just grab this pain and make it stop. Look, I'm not trying to get you back by make the song. I'm just doing what I got to get along. But lately I ain't feeling very strong. I wish your name would pop up on my phone. Of my feelings, yeah, I feel like I've been robbed. I can focus up at school or at my job. My mama sat up on my bed and watched me sob. I wish I could just grab this pain and make it stop.
And yeah, that's gonna be it. Thanks for checking back in with me and getting into and watching the video. If it seemed a little bit confusing or anything, let me know. Like I said before, I was trying to do more Pro Tools tutorials, audio engineer tutorials, but I mean, this is my second one, and I didn't plan for this or anything. I just kind of went off the top of my head. Went off on the top of my head. And I don't know if people, when they make these things, kind of do the same thing or if they have a sort of plan, but I didn't have a plan. So anyways, like I said, thanks for getting in tune and watching. I'm out.